I don't know. Jerking off. The Matt Miller Real Podcast. The Matt Miller Real Podcast. Okay, I think my camera's a little off, but I recorded a bunch of audio on the floor, and I wanted to record some outside stuff because my floor audio was pretty low energy. You'll hear that soon. And I really wanted to start this episode talking about status. What's your status in the world? I was just watching a video on YouTube about status, and I thought I'd just bring it up. People love talking about status. Where do you rank in your friends? Are you the leader? Are you the sidekick? Are you the funny one? I gotta get this fucking... I'm wearing my headphones. I was listening to some nice trap beats before this. But I was just thinking about status. Now that I can hear the whole world, I feel like my status in the world now is on top of it. Because I'm speaking into a microphone, talking into a camera. Thus the top of the world. What about your body behavior shows low status? Are you slouchy like me? People look at you slouching and they're like, this guy's a fucking biatch. I can't swear. It's the beginning of the podcast. No swearing for YouTube. This guy's a biatch. He's going to have 7 kids. Do you know Weezer? You know what song I'm talking about? It doesn't matter. But yeah, no, you can't be all slouchy. People think you're a fucking bitch. You gotta be sitting straight up, and you gotta be ready to fucking pounce at all moments. Do you see that? Do you see how I just stopped talking to look around my surroundings? I gotta maintain my high status. Battling for status. And what happens? You don't get status, and you want to get it. You gotta figure out a way to get status without using your talents. You gotta use your fucking ability to nag until you get status. There's a white van over here stopping. What if they came over here and abducted me? Now, I would hate to have that happen, and they're probably just getting lumber or something. But I'm going to keep you guys in the loop. You're not going to be able to see what's happening, but it could be just about anything going on. I'll delay my status talk for a little bit of this van talk. And I got another thing to say. I might just splice in, like, my lying on the ground, tired, sleepy talk in between this audio at random times or times that make sense. But here we go. They're coming out of the van, and all right, they're getting something out of the van. They're looking at me. I got to look down a little bit. What are they pulling out of the van? Could be anything. Could be a body. Are you guys ready for this live telling of events in front of me? A big truck is passing them as they're taking stuff out, which is maybe it was planned to block what they're doing, but no, there they are. Now it feels quite quiet. It's not really important what they have. Oh, they're throwing away pallets in the trash, guys. And that's been the conclusion of what's around me. You guys don't need to tune into the newest Mission Impossible to get cutting-edge action like me telling you about guys throwing away wooden pallets off camera. That's the fast life I live. I just see these things in action. Action-packed ones. All right, everyone. I'm kind of in an unflattering position if you're watching, but today's the day I get on the ground. We're going to discuss the ground and everything about it. The ground's a good place to be. You know what I mean? That means you're on a surface and you're hanging out somewhere nice. You know, it's good to be on a surface. Imagine you weren't on a surface floating around in the world, in the sky. That'd be no good. Well, unless you're an astronaut, you know, defying gravity in the spatial abyss. Is that where you want to go? I know you can't answer, and I'm talking to no one, but this is what it's like on the ground podcast. I was feeling a little sleepy, and now I'm here. I've been doing a lot of working out, you know, and walking around, just walking tons of steps everywhere. I've been trying to eat better, eat less, you know, healthier food. And now I'm just a little tired, and I'm just lying here, and I'm doing it's my blue and green phase. I'm in a blue and green phase, and it's crazy. It's crazy, this phase of mine. For what reason, you ask? Well, blue, as we all know, is the color of the ocean. or, well, no, the sky is blue, right? The ocean is clear. You look into the ocean, you see all the fish in it easily from an above look. You're just like, oh, there they all are. You ever think about, so, okay, we got this movie Oppenheimer out. You know how they just like nuke the ocean? It's like a meme online, but all the fish that die, all the sea life just gets nuked when they're testing nukes, and it all just dies, and then all the radiation gets into the water, and then that fucks everything up, right? And we were just doing that regularly, just bombing the ocean and fucking things up. And what do you think? What do you think is up with that? What do you think the long-term ramifications of that are now? We got radioactive fish ready to attack. We got movies coming out about killer sharks since Jaws. Maybe they're real. Maybe because we nuked the water so much. Now, the concept of nuclear fallout turning something supernatural, that's been an idea. People like that idea. Fun idea there. Godzilla. Japan got nuked. They create Godzilla. Godzilla was the original Oppenheimer. But Godzilla represented the nuke. The radiation made it or something, right? And then Mothra showed up. Oh, our art and cinema. how our art is reflective of our times. Our art and our times, all at one. I got a nice old, Apple computer screen back here, if you can see, which is nice. An old Apple. Computers through the years. I recently bought an external hard drive that is 2 terabytes, and it's like the size of a little USB thumb drive, but it's got 2 terabytes in it. And I'm like, whoa, I can fit all this video in it. The age we live in, all the video we can have, all the information I can just keep on a keychain. I know we can access all the world's information on the internet, but I can have stored information on my keychain. Sans internet. You know what I'm saying? So you can say what you say about that, but I'm going to keep living my life. I don't know. What else has been going on? So I've been doing a lot of health conscious thinking. Trying to cut back on carbs. All those carbs, I've been watching a lot of YouTube food documentaries, I guess. Carbs, are the killer. You can have some nice carbs. Natural fruit carbs, right? That's fine, but all the unnecessary breads. Always got to be bringing up topics, talking about my fat self. But no, you got to work on your status, right? People want to fuck the high status people. You can gain status by getting hotter looking. That's a way to gain status. Just become very hot looking. Or just become the top of something. Just the top of anything. Like me, I'm the top of comedy. I have high status as a comedian. I'm drinking a Prime energy drink right now. How do you feel about that? It's not an energy drink. This is the fucking Gatorade Prime. There's no caffeine in this. And it's keeping me pretty prime. It's a nighttime cast, and I'm stopping to drink a little Prime. I don't know, over the weekend I was hanging out with my buddy. We played some skee ball. We drank some drinks. Just some loud bikes coming through. Don't worry about that. We drank some silly drinks. We drank that's going to be a very loud motorcycle. We drank some Cinnamon Toast Crunch shots, which are very tasty. It was like rum chata and Fireball. We had 3 of those. Like a peanut butter and jelly shot, and just beers. God, just drinking away with my friend. Just having a nice evening being silly. You only get a couple of those in your life, No, I don't know how I was going to make everything so depressing. But that's not true. You got to savor your friendship moments. It's important to have friends. So if you don't have any friends, I think it's something like 80% of people don't have friends, or 80% of males don't have friends, or something like that. I'm making up the number, but it's a high percentage, and it's rough. You got podcasts, you can pretend to have friends on the podcast, and that becomes part of your life. But if you start to gain status, then you'll gain fake friends, people wanting to be your friend if you have something. So that's why it's important to have status. Bring it all back to this big status episode. You just got to be walking down the street, don't move out of the way for people. Just walk right into them. You're above them. You're top dog now. You're the dog. This shirt I'm wearing, during COVID when I was real fat, this was a nice fat shirt because I could, it would cover up my belly. But now that I've lost some weight, it's a big shirt on me, and that's nice. It's nice to see you get smaller in clothing. Sometimes that's the only way you can tell. Sometimes, as you're on your weight loss journey, as you all come along with me on my weight loss journey through the cast. As I attain my high status by gaining nice pack, I'm going to get a 6-pack abs. You just wait. You may be like, Matt, didn't you eat 2 ice cream things today? You had a nice fucking ice cream like sundae and a milkshake, and I don't know why you overindulged like that. Yeah, but do you know how much fucking walking I did today? You know how much on-the-ground sleepy podcasting I did? Do you even know what I'm doing with this content? Aren't you content with this content? It's nice just to lie down and rest. To take a nice load off. Whew. After a long day, just lie on the ground and talk away into a mic. A microphone. Resonating my thoughts into the web. How does everyone feel? What else has been going on in the world? I don't know. Trans porn is one of the top porns. It's a very controversial topic, but people just can't stop jerking off to it. People just love trans porn. And that's been your trans porn update. That's a topic I can discuss here. Sometimes I listen to this other podcast who's I'm going to keep secret because I'm not going to try to help a fellow podcaster. I'll just keep it secret for now. Maybe one day it'll be revealed. Maybe I actually forget who it was. But they were talking to who are they talking to? No, I think the dude what's his name? Chris Williamson was talking to this sex doctor guy, and he was like, now there's there's these dudes that are into chicks, and they're also into ladies with dicks. So I guess trans women, right? But they're straight, and that's a heavy topic. That's a people topic, a topic for the people. So weigh in. Imagine I had a poll in front of you. Are they still straight? But they did a test, and apparently, the guys didn't get stimulated by gay shit. Gay guys blowing each other, gay guys fucking each other in the ass, gay guys holding hands while they fuck each other in the ass, gay guys blowing each other, and there's 8 of them. 5 gay guys in a limo, licking each other's nipples while someone's getting blown. A gay guy naked, fucking wobbling his dick around, yelling, yippee-doo. None of these things got these guys off, but they were into the trans stuffs. But it's because they're ladies. They are ladies. So there you go. That settles it, everyone. That settles it for now. Just relaying the info I got off that podcast. Go check that one out if you want to hear more about that. It's always interesting to see the changing ways of human sexuality. Maybe it's always been there. Maybe we were always like this. Maybe it's all the plastic. That's right, the conspiracy theory idea, right? Well, I guess it's not so much. Well, we know that the the forever chemicals. We know that they last forever. But what are they doing forever inside of us? What is going on? Dang, I've been watching too many food conspiracy documentaries and this guy's podcast, and it's really what's been on my mind. I've just been working out on the ground. This is why I'm on the ground. Not that I worked out today, but I've been just, I do push-ups. I do push-ups where I touch my face to the ground. I'm a real push-ups man. And then I do sit-ups. I do the fucking kettlebell. And I really live quite the life. How do you all feel about that guy living his life? I do fucking jumping jacks. I do the kettlebell between my legs. I do the bicep curl. And listen to these things. And I learn about this stuff. And then I relay it back. And then I wonder, who's listening, what they feel about it, what they're into, if they're Googling local she-male escorts. And knowing that that's okay. That's what you need to, that's what a lot of guys want. So, I don't know. At some point, the podcast inevitably was talking about this, especially when it's the time, and now is the time. This is like a floor time for me. I got the lights pointed. I got both lights on to establish this much lighting. That's pretty good to have this much lighting established. That's more of a visual joke at this point. What else did I listen to on this podcast? They were talking about like dude shit. Fucking dudes. How dudes are dying all the time. Dudes just straight up die. Dudes are always dying. Oh, there's a dude. He's fucking dying. I don't know. Jerking off. Shouldn't jerk off to porn when you're young. You gotta wait. That should be an adult activity. There was that one state that like banned it, right? Because there's no way to tell the ages. I think that's good. Kids shouldn't be jerking off to porn. It's fucking them up. I'm watching too many fucking videos about fucking dude shit. And that's what's just on my mind. Fucking dude shit. There's a bunch of dude shit over here. Again, if you don't remember, this is the sewage plant over here. Full of dude shit. There's more dude shit than chick shit. Even though there's more chicks, there's more dude shit than chick shit. This is a scientific fact. Because dudes be plowing away shit out their ass like a reckless abandon. Guys be shitting out shit like a bunch of fucking maniacs out here. Fucking guys. It's like the Wild West in the saloons. Of full of dudes shitting in the fucking thing. There's 4 tanks. 3 of them are dude shit. 1 is chick shit. And then there's an extra tank, and that's trans. But they're all included. It's very inclusive. Whenever I'm in the spot, I know there's like cameras around here. There's definitely somebody watching me, wondering what I'm doing over here. And that's good. Maybe they're hearing the podcast. Which is nice. They can hear it live. One person who gets to hear it live, if they're listening in. Hey, what's up, guy? You're listening to it live. This is real life of me, Matty. Some family members call me Matty. Not a lot of people call me Matty. Matty in the Morning was a a New England radio thing. They used to have this running gag, Men from Maine. And it was basically just like a guy that was just a big dummy. And then it would be like, Men from Maine. It would be like, John thought fish was you could eat it. And then it turned out it was the band, Men from Maine. I can't think of a good one, but we would listen to that on the bus in the morning on the way to school. That's what the bus driver would choose to listen to. It was more of a talk show. I guess you gotta listen to something in the morning. Just listening to Manny in the morning on the bus way to school. What a time. The old school bus days. Just sitting there waiting to get to the old school to do the old learning. Oh, he's out there learning in the schools. What are you learning in schools? Anything good? Anything worthwhile in your schools that you're learning? Write to me. Name something good you've learned in those dang schools that you couldn't learn, just looking it up in the internet on your own. No, school's good. You need that structure. That structure in your life to hold you together. to bring you together. As soon as you become an adult, you're like, oh, look at me. I'm so fucking structured. Thank God I went to all this schooling. Now I feel like fucking Bazooka Joe, the bubblegum guy. I can stick to anything in the world and succeed. I'm going to be a successful adult. You guys like to go hiking, go on long hikes in the woods? You gotta watch for ticks, though. Ticks can be rough. I've known some people get some fucking Lyme disease. Have I told this story of when I was like in this comedy competition and I did this Lyme disease joke and some guy's like, yo, my whole family has got fucked up from Lyme disease. Like the disease was like, it was like you want to like lick this salt, drink this tequila, then suck on these balls because I got Lyme disease. And I'd mentioned before, I said I had a tick on my balls. So you had the Lyme disease. And then somebody got mad about that joke. And I was like, if you're going to get mad about my Lyme disease joke, you're going to hate my 9/11 joke. And then everyone laughed. And then, what did I do? And I was like, and then he decided to leave. And I was like, this was the end of the competition. I had done, every joke had done good, right? And then I kind of lost him there. But then when I won the back with that joke, and then he was leaving. And I'm like, yeah, go back to your Lyme disease-ridden family. And then that really lost the audience. And I came in second. But if I hadn't thrown in that Lyme disease-ridden family part, I would have fucking won that shit. But anyhow, yeah, hiking's good. That's nice. Ticks, Lyme disease. But you gotta watch out. But just check yourself. It's good to see the forest though, and those little carved out paths for us. We can walk through, look around, be like, ooh, look at this, the woods, where the animals hail, where all the animals hail, the woods. They don't live amongst us. These animals, they live in the woods, away from us. Oh, what is that? A little bunny? Hello, little bunny. May I pet your ears? Really going wild on this one. It's important to note that I think of many topics before I start the podcast. I feel like these go all over the place. These have no rhyme or reason. I'm just coming in and out with little quips. But I'm just a quipster. I've always been a quipster. I get a quip in, I get a quip out. People love a fucking quip. People love a fucking quip, and don't you forget that, you fucking idiot. People love a fucking quip. Can you believe I ate a bologna sandwich for dinner? I can't believe it. I just saw it sitting in the store, and I had to have it. I don't know why I had to have it. You can eat anything. I'm an adult, but that's what I had to have. And that's just fucking what I'm doing here. Did my laundry today. Got to walk do my laundry. This is the city life. You want to know about the city life? This is the real shit. This is the shit they don't tell you about. Bologna sandwiches, laundromat. I'm podcasting right here outside. Amongst all these cars, constantly making noise, constantly polluting the airs, making me sicker every day. I'm dying. City life. I resort to drugs to make myself okay. I resort to smoking weed, I drink with my friends to maintain some sort of familiarity to the human species in the concrete city. What is purpose? What is meaning? I keep burping and I'm cutting them out. I'm supposedly cutting them out. But what is meaning? What is true purpose? I gotta relight this. I don't know if these questions will ever be answered, but that's been the podcast. Subscribe to the Patreon. It's only $1. There's more content there. I'm putting up more content all the time there. More content. Patreon. Patreon.com/MattMillerReal. YouTube.com/MattMillerRealComedy. @MattMillerReal on Instagram. Just check it out. Yeah, we're doing big things. We're nothing but love here. Nothing but love. Raise your status. Become more cool. Your life will be better. People with higher statuses feel better about life. You notice how my voice raised there? That was a sign of low status. And I did that on purpose to just perfectly frame it for you. But love yourself, love your neighbor. Bye.
It's the Matt Miller Real Podcast. It's the Matt Miller Real Podcast.